Be ringing. All right. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through on this public holiday. So exciting to see so many of you here, and welcome to all of you who've tuned in live as well from around the country, utilizing our public holiday for our greater benefit in the future. Who was here with us last night or watched live? All right, good. There's a handful of you. Hey, another exciting night here last night. Just love those Tell All Tuesdays. So amazing to see how people are using DuePoint around the country. Just incredible. And I hope that they gave you some inspiration for the rest of March. We'll have some more people up in April again. We've got some exciting people actually booked for April. There's so many. It's hard for us to choose who to put on the stage every month because there's so many people doing so many exciting things around the country. But anyway, we'll get through all of them eventually. We've got enough months in the year for you to see it. But for you who are guests here this morning, hopefully I can impart on you some of the excitement we're sharing here at DuePoint and what we're trying to do. To start with, though, this morning, DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We are a listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. First founded in 1952. We are 66 years old. So you're not dealing with a startup here today. This is not a new business. It is a well-established financial services business. We are, of course, an authorized and registered financial services provider. There's our FSP number if you want to look us up on the FSB's website. We also have a eclectic crew here, but we've got a crew that have got all the right experience and education for what we're trying to do here. But the important part about our team here at DuePoint is firstly that we are available to you 6 days a week, Monday through Saturdays, even on public holidays, as you can see. We are here in this building. You will always be able to find us. We are a homegrown South African team and business, which means we haven't flown in from offshore. You will always be able to pick a phone up and call us and actually get to us. And of course, we have a building that you can visit every single day of the week, basically, to come and find us. We want you to have a sense of comfort with who you're dealing with here at DuePoint, because there are so many of these things in the South African economy that kind of come and go, take people's money and then run away. Even 2-3 weeks ago, again, there was another one in the newspaper. The beautiful thing about us here at DuePoint is that we've been around a long time and you know where to find us when you want to find us. So what is it that we do here at DuePoint? Well, we've got two objectives. Our primary objective, ladies and gentlemen, is to put income in the hands of South Africans. Regular, recurring, and steadfast income. We may be an insurance company, but our objective is not to sell more products. We can do that through any one of our UMAs, our divisions, or our brokerages. No, we're here at DuePoint doing something very different. We are trying to change the personal economies of South African citizens. Why are we doing this? Because we have realized, as everyone else has, that we no longer have any control over our income. As individuals in South Africa, if you're full-time employed, you have no control over your income. Someone else tells you how much you're going to earn, what your increases are going to be, what bonuses you're going to get. They even tell you whether you're going to be employed tomorrow or not. This is a reality. Do not try and deny it. It is unfortunately the state that we find ourselves in. And so we hope every morning when we wake up that we still have an income. And we know that every year 4% less of our population are employed than the year before. This is frightening. It means we're in a queue to unemployment. You just don't know where in the queue you are. But you are right in the same queue as everyone else, no matter what your job title is, or your experience, or your position. You're in that queue and you're heading towards unemployment. And we want to curb that here at DuePoint by putting a tool in your hands that you control, that can create an income that is recurring and reliable like your salary, one you can plan on and budget with. This is what we're trying to do. The second thing, of course, that we have no control over is our economy. Any of you controlling the prices in the economy? If you are, I'd like to be close friends with you, because we're in a position where we're seeing price increases on a weekly basis. I can't remember where in my life there was another occasion where we had price increases on a weekly basis. Do you know when the last time this occurred? Was either in Zimbabwe or in Germany after World War I. After World War I, Germany's prices went up on a daily basis. I don't know if you remember, there's pictures of people with wheelbarrows of money going to get bread and milk with wheelbarrows of money. That's it. That's how bad the inflation was. That is almost how bad the inflation is in South Africa right now. And of course, we're doing everything in our power to curb it, like increasing VAT. Increasing the petrol price by 52 cents. All of this, of course, will reduce prices in South Africa, won't it? Yeah, no. Guys, who of you are getting a 7% raise on the 1st of April? None of you. But you need a 7% raise to cover the cost of the increase in VAT. How come your employers are not giving you a 7% increase in your salaries? Do you see how you have no control? All of us will be 7% poorer on the 1st of April. All of us. Doesn't matter who you are. Everyone gets 7% poorer on the 1st of April this year. I don't think people have fully understood that. They think it's a 1% increase in VAT. It's not. It's a 7% increase in VAT. 1 over 14% is 7%. We're all getting 7% poorer on the 1st of April this year. What are we going to do about it? Well, this is what we're doing about it at DuePoint. Our second objective, ladies and gentlemen, is to create a system that plugs you as our customers into the heart of our business. We want you to be in contact with us every single day. We want you to know what's going on in our business and in this industry. Putting these two objectives together, we have created what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system, ladies and gentlemen, is very simple. It allows you as individuals to contract with us here at DuePoint as what we call wealth engineers. Wealth engineers have got one task: not selling, not advertising, not marketing, not advising. One task, the task of connecting individuals to us. As you connect people to us, you create market penetration for us, which allows us as DuePoint to come along and facilitate the purchase of our products. When we're able to do that, we're able to create revenue, and it's from that revenue that we're able to create that extra recurring income for you. Now, we build and we work on a system here of recurring income, and I think that people often forget that. DuePoint is completely different to anything you've ever seen before. Why? Because our system creates that steadfast income. We do not sell things here. We don't sell cleaning agents or coins in computers or any of these other funny things that give you income in one day and nothing on the next. When you're selling something, you're only as good as the month in which you are selling. The moment you're too busy at work or lying in hospital or on a beach somewhere on holiday, now you're not earning anymore. At DuePoint, we use financial services and lifestyle products, which means that they all run on automatic debit order systems. So no matter what your circumstances are in any given month, our debit orders will raise. Whether you're lying in hospital or on the beach, our debit orders will raise. And when they raise, your income comes in. It means you're now in a position where you can start budgeting. You can start relying on the income that comes in because you know it's always there every single month. That's the cornerstone of our system. It's how we completely separate ourselves from every other system in South Africa. We then layer that with the ability for you to leverage yourself into others. If you're just by yourself, there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do. That's why bosses hire employees, because there's only so much the boss can do. But if he's got 100 employees, he can do 100 times more than if he's just by himself. Well, at DuePoint, we allow you the ability to create teams of individuals. We call them channels of distribution. And these teams can be used to create income for you on a 24-hour basis. You've got people that work at night times. You've got people that work during the day. People in your teams can be growing your channels and building your revenue even while you sleep at night. This is the system that we've created here. Now, guys, this is not an employment opportunity. It's not an employment opportunity. We've simply created a tool, and we put that tool in your hands, and you're completely independent of us. Whether you use the tool or not is up to you. You are never, ever going to have a staff meeting with me where I'm going to say, why are you not using the tool? It's yours. It's yours, and you can use it every hour of the day, or you can use it 1 hour a week. It is completely up to you. This is not a system of burden that you're coming into, and I think a lot of people worry about that. As I've conversed with people this year, people are like, I don't want to get tied into something. You don't get tied into anything at DuePoint. Firstly, the tool is yours to use when you want, but secondly, folks, there is no financial burden with the DuePoint system either. You are not roped into something that you are going to be paying for out your ears for the rest of your life. There's no startup costs at DuePoint, no starter fees, no starter kits or starter manuals. There's no monthly fees or admin fees for being a wealth engineer at DuePoint. And there is no cost for any of our application forms or any of those things. This is not a financial risk decision for you here today. Not like some of the other things perhaps you've been to that have asked you for money before you can start. Before you need 30,000 Rand and then you can be in. Okay? Those are normally started out of little garages out of the back of people's houses. That should have been your first warning sign if you lost money to some of these things. I was talking to one of our guys, Zacchaeus, in fact, from last night down in Nelspruit. He says people are so burnt in Nelspruit and the greater area because people keep taking their money. I was like, how come people keep taking their money? He says, no, we don't really think about it. We just go, oh, we'll get rich quickly. Here's my money. And, of course, the money disappears. Here, none of that exists. It is not a financial burden. It's simply being a product owner at DuePoint automatically makes you a wealth engineer here at no additional cost at all. It also doesn't require you to have any specific education or experience. Remember, you're not intermediaries. You're not brokers. You're not advisors. You're not selling. We contract you out of selling here. You're simply connecting individuals to us, and so everybody in South Africa can do this task here at DuePoint. With this task, you're able to create real assets, proper assets, not the ones that we hear about on the internet that are just nonsense, they're trying to fool us in. No, because your create recurring income, because it's there every month, you are now able to price your channels. Because you can price your channels, you can sell them. You actually have something saleable that is yours. And when you pass away one day, that channel will be handed over to your children, and the income you earn during your lifetime will be continued to be paid to your children. We are creating here what we call generational legacy. We're not here for 5 minutes. DuePoint is not. Again, talking to Zacchaeus up in Nelspruit, they're so worried. They're like, no, these things come and go. The DuePoint's only here for 5 minutes. We've already been here for years. For years. We're not going anywhere. We have a generational perspective on what we are creating here at DuePoint. Generational. And your children will benefit from the work that you create. They can even take your channel and build it further during their lifetime and hand it over to your grandchildren. This is how we will start turning the economy around. We're not going to be turning it around by increasing VAT or the petrol price. We're going to be turning it around by using generational assets that we've built here at DuePoint. Folks, there is absolutely no selling in our system. All those things that you worry about and are concerned about in doing this sort of business, we've eradicated. No selling, no presenting, no carrying stock around in the boots of your car and then having to store them at home and all that jazz. None of this stuff occurs in the DuePoint system, guys. None at all. You guys are free in the system because we place the entire business in your cell phone. The entire business in your cell phone. Anywhere and everywhere at your convenience, DuePoint is with you to do all of the hard work. We leave you with a single task here at DuePoint. The single task of connecting individuals to us. Now, how do you do that? There's only 4 ways to do that. The first way is go to our information counter and buy one of our USB sticks. If you've got one of our USB sticks, you've got our presentation in your pocket. It's 170 Rand. Plug it into a smart TV or into a laptop or computer, and there we are doing the presentation for you. The second way, bring people here. If you're close enough to our offices, bring your friends and your acquaintances here. Monday through Saturday we present. Monday through Saturday we present out of this office. Okay? And if you are close and you can look at our schedule and find a convenient time, we'll do the work for you. Then the third way of connecting individuals to us is through our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search for DuePoint. You'll find every one of our presentations that we've ever done on YouTube. Go pick your favorite ones. We've got 2-minute ones. We've got 15-minute ones. We've got hour-and-a-half ones. And everything in between. Pick your favorite one, and it means that anywhere in the country, 24 hours a day, you can be presenting DuePoint to your friends, family, and acquaintances. It is a system of absolute convenience for you. And then the fourth way of connecting people to DuePoint is through our live broadcasts. Every one of our presentations is broadcast live across the country so that you can be at work, you can be at home, you can be in a coffee shop, you can be at church. If you've got a phone, a smartphone, or a tablet, or a computer in front of you connected to the internet, you click play, and we are there with you in the room. In the room, every day, Monday through Saturday. We make the system convenient and allow you that task of just connecting people to us. And as you connect people to us, some of the people that you connect are going to catch the vision of what we're trying to do here, and they're going to want to become wealth engineers. When they do become wealth engineers, we allocate them to you, and your channel is born. These guys then go out and do the same thing. They're going to connect people to us through those 4 ways. Some of them are going to catch the vision, become wealth engineers, and again, we're going to allocate them to you. And so on and so on. Over time, this process grows your channel across the country of South Africa. We then come along as DuePoint, not you, we as DuePoint, and we facilitate now the purchase of our products throughout your channel, and your income is born. The creation of this recurring revenue begins. Now, what's important to note, guys, is that this is not a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme. It is also not a get-rich-quick scheme. We are a licensed and listed life and short-term insurance company. incredibly regulated, reviewed and audited continually. We didn't slip something past all of these people. No. This is a genuine income earning opportunity. And that's a problem. It's a problem for most South Africans. Why? Because it means it's going to take time and effort to succeed at it. And most of us are just too lazy to tackle anything that even remotely smells like work. This is actually the truth why people fall for all of the schemes and scams. Because the schemes and scams know that most South Africans are too lazy to do the work, so they come to you and say, you don't have to do any work. Just give me your money and I'll make you rich. And all of us are like, wow, no work, I just give you my money, I'll do that. $52 million of South African rands lost on the last scam that collapsed 3 weeks ago. How many people do you think put money in $52 million? Hey, that's like 600 million rands worth of stupidity right there. All lost in one. Why? Because the person said, you don't have to work, I'll do the work for you, give me your money. Unfortunately, we cannot tell you that at DuePoint. At DuePoint, we tell you the exact opposite. What does Rob always say? This is the get rich slowly scheme. We generate lifetime, possibly generational wealth here. And the price you're going to pay is time. That's it, not money. No, not money. That's where you go if you want to lose your money. Here, we say, give us your time. And the more time you give us, the more wealth we'll be able to generate for you. Now, this is a big mindset shift for most South Africans. Most South Africans go and waste all their time every single day at work. And when I say that you waste it, I mean it. Are any of you getting richer while you're at work? No, but you're pouring how many hours a week into it? 40, 60, 80, some 100 hours into it. And yet, even on the 1st of April, you're going to be 7% richer, poorer instantly than you were the day before. But you will continue to go there. But when we at DuePoint say, listen, you're going to have to put time in, you go, no, my time is too precious. It's too sacred. Guys, we have no solutions in South Africa. We have no options. If you had other options, you'd be doing them. You wouldn't be sitting here on a public holiday. We don't have other options. We have created the only other genuine opportunity in the country today. And we know that we say that quite confidently. That you don't have another choice other than the DuePoint system, which is just going to require time. That's all. Your precious time will be converted into wealth, not for your lifetime, but for generations to come. And that sacrifice allows us to do a couple of things for you. Firstly, it allows us to facilitate the purchase of our products. That's step one. This is the mechanism by which we create that wealth. Our first product that we facilitate the purchase of in your channels is our Access Wealth Plan. Our Access Wealth Plan is 324 Rand a month. And for the 324 Rand a month, you get 2 independent products. Firstly, a tax-free investment account, ladies and gentlemen. An investment account is an account where any money is put into it is invested in the stock exchange of South Africa. You now become a shareholder in the economy of South Africa. And your money moves with the economy and with the markets in South Africa. We take 100 Rand of your 324 Rand and we put it into your investment account. Which means that the actual value or the actual cost of this product is only 224 Rand a month. Because the investment account has got no restrictions on it and no penalties, it means the money is immediately available to you. You can put more. You can put up to 2,500 Rand a month into your investment account if you'd like. That money is immediately available to you and moves with the markets as you are now a shareholder in the South African economy. For the remaining 224 Rand, you get 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. 120,000 Rand. This means that if you die from an accident, your beneficiaries get the value of your investment and 120,000 Rand. Now, I see a whole lot of you scrambling to grab your phones to take pictures of the screen. Guys, all of this is on our website in detail. You can take all afternoon to read it. We've got videos that explain it to you, everything. You don't need to take pictures in this presentation. Everything is on our website and everything is on your phone app if you download the DuePoint app. Everything at your fingertips all the time. Remember, I told you this is a system of convenience that we've created for you here. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 299 Rand a month. For that 299 Rand, you get 1.2 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. 1.2 million. That means that no matter what your age is, no matter where you live, what job you do, what pre-existing conditions you have, etc., no matter what, For 299 Rand a month, you can get 1.2 million rands with a personal accident cover with our Wealth Guard product. Now, our products have been designed specifically to complement our primary objective. What was our primary objective at DuePoint? To create income in the hands of South Africans, not to sell products, okay? To create income. So we have removed from all of our products death via illness and natural causes. We do not cover those. And everyone always panics at this stage. No, but I need cover for illness. No, you don't. Unless you're over the age of 65 or under the age of 2, you are going to die from an accident. People don't like hearing that, but it's the truth. How many 18-year-olds do you know die from disease? How many 18-year-olds do you know that died because they were shot, mugged, died in a taxi accident or a car accident, were run down, fell off a cliff doing something stupid, etc., etc.? Between the ages of 18 and 65, your highest statistic of death is accident. We cover that. But we don't cover illness and natural causes. Why? Because everybody you brought here, we would then have to risk assess, wouldn't we? We'd have to say, well, what job do you do? How old are you? Where do you live? How high risk are you? What pre-existing conditions have you got? Oh, I'm sorry, it's not 299 Rand, it's 2,990 Rand for you. And more than half of the people you brought here, you would not be able to put into your channel, and you would not be able to create income. Our primary objective here. People get stuck on our products. Our products are simply the mechanism for creating the income that you are going to be creating with us here at DuePoint. Our third product, our non-financial, non-insurance product, is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. Our Wealth Points Buyers Club is 299 Rand a month. For 299 Rand, you get to be a member of the leverage club we have here at DuePoint. We're a 7-decade-old insurance company. We go to different suppliers all the time and negotiate prices, rates, discounts, packages, services, all sorts of things that you could not get as an individual. But for 299 Rand a month, you get access to the whole lot. You can use the entire list every single day. If you were with us here last night, you saw how Zacchaeus uses our product like crazy. Uses it for every aspect of his life. He's saving money with our product. He's changing his personal economy, not only by creating income, but by massively reducing his expenditure through our Wealth Points Club. We love this product. We think it's absolutely incredible. We've got every supplier you can possibly think of: retail stores, car manufacturers, data suppliers. We've got all sorts of guys coming on board. We got Land Rover, Range Rover, and Jaguar on last month. All the time, this product grows for 299 Rand. We love it. All right, now, people say to me, Brendan, but now how does this whole thing work? How does the maths behind this engine work? Well, it's very simple. In the traditional insurance and banking space, we go out and we get you to connect to us through advertising. We spend billions on advertising to get you to connect with us. Billboards, TV adverts, radio adverts, taxi adverts, bathroom campaigns. Wherever we can, we run adverts for you to get you to connect with us. How do we pay for that? We put it into the product price. Whatever you're paying for your banking fees, your funeral cover, your life insurance, your home contents, your car insurance, 30 to 50% of it is next month's marketing. Every time you pay, no half of it's going to adverts for next month. That's how we pay for it. Now, at DuePoint, we do exactly the same thing. We've built the whole model into the price of the product. But the only difference is we do zero advertising. Zero. That's why you might never have heard of us before today, because we use you to go out and connect individuals to us. And so all that money I would have spent on SABC, DSTV, Prime Media, etc., is now available for you and your channel. It's just simply a redirection of the flow of our marketing cost to you. All right. Now, that puts us in a position here at DuePoint to facilitate an earning for you, that recurring income for you, in two ways. We create that income in two ways. The first way is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you 27 Rand 50 for every product payment that is made in your channel every single month, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment was made. So for instance, you go out, you chat to a few of your friends. One or two of them take a product, make their product payment. You get 27 Rand 50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. 55 Rand, not 5 Rand, not 12 Rand, not 1 Rand. I've seen all these things. 55 Rand. It's the 21st century. If we're going to take a 7% decrease in our salary on the 1st of April, we better be earning decent money. 55 Rand. Not per person, not everybody you bring here, per product. Which means that each of these individuals can take more than one product. If they take 2, you get 110 Rand. If they take 3, you get 165 Rand. You are now in control of your earnings in the DuePoint system in a way that can completely change your financial position. These folks go out there, talk to a couple of people, take their products, make their product payments. Again, you get 27 Rand 50 multiplied by 200%. 55 Rand. You've been here 5 minutes. Handful of people in your channel and you're earning just under 12,000 Rand a year already. 1,000 Rand a month. We don't get you rich quickly, but we get you rich eventually with this program. You put more time and more effort in, and you earn on a diminishing basis to the 8th point. From the 8th point on, however, you have unlimited earning potential. For every product payment that is made on every point from the 8th point onwards, you will always get 4% of 27 Rand 50 where you qualify to earn. It means that you can build a channel of any size. You can hand it over to your children and they can continue building it. They can hand it over to your grandchildren and your grandchildren can continue building. And all of them will earn on the entire channel where they qualify to earn. Go watch our training videos on how to earn and you will understand how we've created unlimited potential for you here at DuePoint. So translating that on the ground. Translate it on the ground. How are you going to succeed? What are you going to earn at DuePoint? Well, you will determine that solely. We will have no part of assisting you in growing your channel. You are going to do it by yourself. But we said, how can we give you some reasonable milestones? Milestones you can deal with. Milestones you can aim for. Well, we got 20 years of data, did a whole lot of maths on it, and came up with a growth formula we call 3 + 2. What it says is that in your first month with us, you haven't got a lot of time, but you're enthusiastic about doing something with the DuePoint system, you put 3 people in your channel. That's 3 people in an entire month. Then every month thereafter, you add just 2 people to your channel. Just 2. Every single month, you add 2. Plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. That's what you're responsible for. 1 person every 2 weeks. This is not a big ask. Okay, this is a very easy ask that we put on you. Now, if you can do that, and we apply all of our maths, lapses, cancellation rates, etc., to the mathematics, we believe that after 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month. You can see how we're just different from the stuff you've been reading about on the internet. Okay? 3 months, 100,000 Rand. Yeah, no such thing. Here we grow lifetime income. 2,500 Rand every month going forward. Every month going forward. 30,000 Rand a year that you've increased your household income by in 6 months with us. That's long before the end of this year. And you're on that extra 2,500. Maybe you're not quitting your jobs to do DuePoint. No. No quitting jobs here. This is simply a case of picking up this tool and adding it to your life. That's what you're doing here. Now, if you can do another 6 months, we reckon you'll be on about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. That's 120,000 Rand a year in 1 year with us. 1 year. Will you give us a year's worth of your time? Very few of you will. Very few of you will. You will tell me your time is too important. You will. Your time watching the sports and going out with your buddies and drinking and eating chips and all of that sort of jazz, that will be more important than creating lifetime wealth for you. Now, I'm being facetious, but it's the truth. We get it all the time. 20% of the people in this room are going to change their futures forever. 80% of you will walk out of here and never use this tool and will stay in exactly the same position you're in. In fact, become 7% poorer on the 1st of April. I don't understand why. I don't understand why, other than people feel that their time is worth more than having wealth. Can you do 2 years with us? If you do 2 years, that will rise at +2, +2, +2, every month +2. It will rise to 27,000 to 30,000 Rand a month. 27,000 to 30,000 Rand a month. 360,000 Rand a year. If you do 3 years, it will rise to 45,000 to 50,000 Rand. If you do 4 years, it goes to 60,000 to 65,000 Rand. If you can do half a decade, 5 years with us, it goes to R1,000,000 a year, 80,000 to 100,000 Rand a month. In 5 years, you will do what you would not ever have been able to do in your entire careers. How many years have you been in your careers? Have you even got to 27,000 Rand? Why then is your time not too important to stop going to work? You all go to work and you pour your time into that black hole. You pour it in there. But you won't take some of it and put it into DuePoint, where in 5 years' time, while still having a career, you will have increased your household income by 80 to 100,000 Rand a month? These are important questions you have to ask yourself. If I was saying to you, no, you've got to give me 30,000 Rand to start, now you can say, forget it, I'm not risking 30 grand. We're saying you're going to put nothing in today. You just have to give me 5 years of your time. That's all you've got to do. And we'll change your future forever. People are doing it here already. We had 3 on stage last night. Every month we pick a handful of folk, not high flyers. The big boys we actually don't put on stage because we don't want to be like that. We just want to show you what average people are doing. Average people are doing here at DuePoint. We had up with us last night George and Bridget Botha from Port Elizabeth. Port Elizabeth, you do not need to be in Joburg to do this business. Do not let anybody lie to you about that. Our business is completely online. With our live stream broadcasts, you can build a channel without ever visiting these offices. Not ever. And if people say to you, I'm not going to believe you until I've seen the building, then you tell them, I want you to stop using Google and I want you to stop using Facebook because you've never seen their buildings either. No, tell them on the spot. Forget it. Stop. No more Google, no more Facebook for you. And no more WhatsApp. You've never seen WhatsApp's building. Okay? It's nonsense. That's an old 19th century idea till I see the bricks. What if I change buildings? Does that change the business? No. It doesn't change anything. We've got enough credibility online for you to be able to build your business anywhere in the country like George and Bridget are doing down in Port Elizabeth. They've been with us for a year. In a year, they've been growing slowly. They're not spring chickens anymore. George said to us, I think he's turning 70 this year. Okay? This is hobby income for him. So he's growing at a +1 basis. He's not adding 2 a month, he's adding 1 a month. Look at him. He's put 18 first pointers in a year. It's just over 1 a year he's putting in personally. And his business has grown nice and slowly. He's up to 5,500 Rand extra a month. Anybody want 65,000 Rand a year right now extra? Because that's what he's got. An extra 65,000 Rand coming in every month, every year rather, that's come in. And over the course of his first year with us, he's earned 33,000 Rand. Just nice and slowly. Just got an extra 30,000 Rand out of DuePoint in his first year with us. At +1, slow and steady, growing with us here.
Good evening, dear partners and friends.
All right, well, there you heard his voice. I was like, that's interesting. Someone's got a very loud phone. They're live streaming us at maximum volume. Then we got Zacchaeus. Let's delete that clip. Always forget to do that. Zacchaeus joined us 6 months ago. You can see he's a very dull personality. You see he's a very dull, monotone personality. Not. All right. Nelspruit and the greater region around Nelspruit, where everybody's been burnt and had their money stolen from them, and etc., etc. He's out there shining the light, telling the good news of DuePoint to people. In the last 6 months, he's created a revenue and income for himself of 7,500 Rand a month. 6 months. Remember I said to you, it'd take a year to get to 9,000 to 10,000. After 6 months, you should be on 2,500 Rand a month. I still think those are good milestones. And if you were like George was on track, nice and slowly for those numbers. But Zacchaeus said, no, I want to build it faster. I want to get there quicker. So he picked up the tool and he went for it. 7,500 Rand after 6 months. 251 products in his channel already. 251 people in his channel already. And he's been plugging himself into the DuePoint system. We're going to talk about XP just now. This man is properly plugged in to the DuePoint system. That is why he is succeeding like this in Nelspruit, miles away from here. Last night was his first visit ever to DuePoint. First visit to our head office. Did not need to see the business to build this business. Then we got Marsha and Roloff. They've been with us for 2 years now. All right, so what happens when you've been with us for 2 years? Okay, well, this is what happens when you've been with us for 2 years. 33,000, 34,000 Rand a month. That's the value of their channel. 34,000 Rand a month. They've got 2,400 products in their channel. 17 points of expansion across the country. You saw those little dot diagrams. They go out 17 points and beyond in their qualified channel. This is life-changing income. 2 years. 2 years. If you think these people are all got plenty time, not, don't have jobs. Zacchaeus, principal of a school, works every day, 6 days a week. Roloff and Marsha run their own business. Own business. In fact, Roloff's always swearing that he wants to spend more time at DuePoint, but can't because his business sucks up all his time. If you think you don't have time for this, believe you me, this is a very big club here of I don't have time. That is not an excuse for not doing this business. Nobody's got time. Our work is sucking up all of our time. DuePoint is there to change that fact, to buy back your time. And 2 years from now, you can be enjoying this. Or you can be exactly where you are right now, with less inflation and a few more increases in petrol price and VAT. Okay. It's an easy decision, and yet it's one we completely agonize over. It's such an easy decision, but people just agonize over it. I think perhaps we've got so much stigma from being cheated in the past that people just can't get themselves to it. They're looking for the catch the whole time. I've had people say, Brendan, where's the catch? There's no catch. You just have to work. The catch is you have to work. Is it going to be easy? No. Will it be quick? No. But are you not willing to work for 2 years for that? Remember, that's every month. Eh? We didn't pay them once and say, thank you, off you go. Now it's every month, 33,000 rand. How has life changed for you? How has life changed? Go and look at all of the other people in our YouTube channel. There's plenty of them on our YouTube channel now. Go and read. Just the sample we've put on stage of all the people earning. Go and see how they're doing it. They tell their stories of what they're earning. Some a little bit, some a medium amount, some loads. Just depends on how they use the tool. We don't hide the slow guys from you. In fact, we advertise the slow guys to you. And we show you some of the big hitters too. You may not be a big hitter. You might not have the time or the circumstances to do it. Don't let that discourage you. There's no timelines here at DuePoint. In fact, it's the exact opposite. You just work. And then it can take you 10 years to get to where some people have got to. It doesn't matter. Just keep going until you get there. 10 years at your career is never going to get you there. But 10 years here will get you. So just keep going. Just keep going. Ladies and gentlemen, that's DuePoint. Today is a decision about whether you are willing to sacrifice time to change your future. The younger you are, the more time you have, the greater your success at DuePoint will be. But even if you're old, it doesn't matter. You only need a few years to completely change your pension. Completely change your pensionable years. I mean, Zacchaeus said to us last night already, when he was on 200 Rand a month, he was like, I'm already on pension. That's 200 Rand every month I'm going to get in my pension. In my years of retirement, I got 200 Rand a month extra. Now he's on 7,500. His pension just got better. You know, that's the way he's thinking. Long term, when I can't work anymore, this money will still keep coming in. But if you can start when you're 21, imagine what your life will look like when you're 71. If you build this business. Absolutely incredible. If you want to join us today, it's very simple. You go to our website, DuePoint.net, fill out the application form. You click the big blue apply button, fill out the form, 5 or 6 minutes, you're a wealth engineer, no money having parted from your hands. None at all. No financial risk. Now you're a wealth engineer. This afternoon, you can start growing your channel with us at DuePoint. That's simple. If you're serious, get the tools. Go to the counter. 170 Rand for the USB stick. And you've got our presentation in your pocket 24 hours a day. Get the business cards, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 5,000 Rand set, but you get it for 645 Rand because we can buy it on bulk. We're a big company. We go in with big orders. But if you went to buy these cards, that cost you 5 grand. Custom-made cards for you, not cheap little printed proper cards made for you. You get 500 of them for 645 Rand. Get them today. Order them, either on your phone app or here at the information counter, or email the form to info@DuePoint.net. Get the backup battery. Sherbet, man. Every presentation, I've got guys coming, oh, my battery's dead on my phone. You're probably all on 6% already, aren't you? We'll pull your phone out now. Hey? Now people want to fill the application form out because they want to join your channel. And you go, oh, I don't have the battery. Get the backup battery. It's not a lot of money, but it means that your business will always be working. And get all the other tools that we've got. We've got iPad covers, notebooks, hats and caps. We've got pins for anybody who's earning. You can get yourself one of our rank pins. Show people the system's working. Get the tools if you're serious. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free, ladies and gentlemen, but then you know when we're live and you know when we're uploading videos. Download our free app. It plugs you into our system, into your channel. Your training videos are there. Please watch the training videos. Your tools, your personal documentation and details are all there. How you add people to DuePoint is all on your phone app. The entire business in your pocket. Download it today. It's a free app. You can stick it on your phone and your tablets. Ladies and gentlemen, a couple of things we don't want you doing. We don't want you becoming wealth engineers if you cannot afford to do this. Guys, there are costs involved. You're going to be using data. There's no paper application forms here. All right? Everything is online. You need to watch training videos. You need to do bits and pieces. You need to live stream possibly. There's some cost involved in that. You're going to be driving around connecting people. There's transport costs. Folks, if you can't afford it, don't become a wealth engineer. We don't want to make your situation even worse. If you do not have access to the internet or do not know how to use a smartphone, this business is not for you. It's not for you. Everything is online here. Don't go to your granny who has never seen a computer in her life and sign her into your channel because she loves you and will support you in anything. She will not be able to help you grow your channel, and in fact, it will be a wasted exercise for her too. And then, if you struggle with transport, ladies and gentlemen, if you cannot move around, then this business is not for you. How do you connect people if you can't move? So a couple of things that I want you to consider there. These are good filters for you when you're approaching people too. Like I said, your granny fails. She fails on the filters. Don't put her in. But your peers, the people who work with you at work, and your bosses and managers, those are the ones that will work through these filters and are the right people to be putting into your channels. Then, folks, if you do become a wealth engineer, which I'm sure most of you will this morning, then the number one thing that I don't want you doing is filling out the application form on behalf of someone else. You can't do that. It's a criminal offense. Our application form is a contract with you. You can't fill anybody else's details out on it. You can't be signing terms and conditions of their products for them, and you certainly can't give me authority to debit their bank accounts. And guys, you can't put your email address in. We get this all the time. Here, we need the email address. Oh, we'll just put my one in. You can't do that. I am communicating with that individual. I'm sending them their product documents and further communication to that email address. If they don't have an email address, which filter did they fail? Number 2, and they should not go. You can't put your cell phone number in. We get that. People put their own cell phone number in for someone else. How do I communicate with you if I don't have your cell phone number? Filter number 2 is a very powerful filter. If the person doesn't have a cell phone number, then they are definitely not for DuePoint. All right. Use common sense. If you want to succeed, do the right things to succeed at DuePoint. And then, folks, husbands and wives, work together under one W number. Family members that are living in the same house as you cannot be in your channel. If it's kids and moms and aunts and grannies and that in your house, kick them out. When they're out the house, then they can be part of your channel. If they're in the house, they can't be in your channel. This is an anti-fraud mechanism. Husband and wives under one W number. And then, folks, you don't have to do any advertising. Please don't run out of here today and go set up websites and Facebook pages and business adverts and forums and all sorts of things like that. No, guys, you don't need to do that. You can engage with your personal social media with people about building wealth with DuePoint. Don't ever talk about our products or our business with anybody else. You don't need to. You don't need to do it. You talk about the opportunity to create wealth on your personal social media platforms. And then, guys, take responsibility for everybody you send here. Just about every day, we get somebody who arrives here and says, no, somebody sent me, and they just said you'd look after me. We don't look after anybody here, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a rule. One of the ladies said, no, Brendan, you need to get on stage and say to people that no, don't sign up under someone else if you've already spoken to someone who's not here. No. We have one rule here. Whoever signs him gets him. So if you arrive here and you haven't got if you send a guest here and someone else says, oh, welcome to DuePoint, and signs them into their channel, you lose. Make sure you take responsibility. This is your business. This is your future wealth. Apply yourself to it so that you succeed with us. As part of our program to help you get going, we run monthly wealth quests. Monthly wealth quests, you've got a set of criteria. Everybody who completes the criteria is rewarded with a tool. The tool is different every month, allowing you to create an entire toolkit here at DuePoint. This month's wealth quest, let me entertain you. Get 20 people on your first and second point to take the Wealth Points Buyers Club. If they can take it and pay for it by the end of March, you can pick from one of 3 tools for your toolbox. Your very own Apple iPhone, a year of data, 100 gigs of data on a Wi-Fi router you can use with any Wi-Fi enabled device, or 5,000 rands worth of air tickets from Altitude Travel to travel anywhere in the country if you're building a nationwide channel here at DuePoint. You get to pick one of those if you can get 20 people on your first and second points, taking the Wealth Points Buyers Club, and have it paid by the end of this month. This is huge. It's huge. How expensive is an iPhone these days? Been to the iStore lately? It says how much? That can be yours by the end of this month. Next month, be a brand new Wealth Quest. Different criteria, different tools. Over time, you can build up a toolkit if you're determined to do it. Rank 4s and above, we'll talk about ranks in a moment, but rank 4s and above, you know who you are. If you are rank 4 or above by the 31st of May, and you can put 5 rank 2s into your channel between the 3rd of March and then, you get a 25,000 Rand cash reward. 25, not to mention the returns that you'll be being paid on 5 rank 2s in your channel. Absolutely huge. This is one I hope our rank 4s and above are seriously pushing for. Seriously. I know some of you guys are being very serious about it, but this is up there for everybody who's ranked 4 by the 31st of May. Guys, we have a training program. This is our last piece for the morning that assists you in going from beginner to expert here. We know that some of you are scared to do this. You don't know how to do it. You've not done it before. No problem. We take you by the hand and we send you through a series of steps and programs that train you into becoming an expert at creating wealth for yourself. As you complete the steps, we reward you with what's called XP points, experience points. Experience points are not worth anything, but they are there to measure how you are progressing in the DuePoint system. Naturally, as you become more experienced, your channel is going to grow. Where you meet these 2 criteria, we rank you up in the program. And you become more and more experienced. And when we rank you up, we reward you. In the beginning, a little bit of cash. As you get a little bit bigger and a little bit more serious, well, so does the cash rewards. Then at rank 5, we start rewarding you with tools. Tools that are going to help you grow your channels even faster. Rank 5, an imported lightning memory stick from the US. It puts us in your pocket 24 hours a day. We've jammed that stick full of all sorts of presentations and downloads for you. Help you connect people to DuePoint. At rank 7, we give you 12,500 Rands worth of custom-made, gold-gilded, gold-printed business cards imported for you specifically. You now have a set of business cards like no other person in the country. I can promise you this. Go and see a set outside in the glass cabinet if you want to see. Take your sunglasses with you, because they are like gold ingots, and you can go take a look in the cabinet at what they look like. We custom make it for you at rank 7. Then at rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size every year that you do, we take you and your family away on a 5-star business class, all expenses paid trip. Every year for the rest of your life. Is your time worth sacrificing? No, it's not. 80% of you I'm never going to see again. You're going to tell me, no, you're going to tell the person who brought you here this morning, no, it's one of those. It's one of those. That's what you're going to say. Will you sacrifice the time for what is on the table as the reward here? We take you away. This is an accumulating system. You don't start at naught in January every year. Whatever you build in each year, you accumulate into the next year, which means that everyone who perseveres at DuePoint will go 100% to rank 9. And everybody who quits will never go 100% to rank 9. If you keep going, even if you're putting 10 people a year in, and it takes you 50 years to get there, you will go rank 9. You will. You do not need to ever stop, because we don't run competitions here. It's not like, oh, sorry, you missed it. No. Everyone goes rank 9. And every year in December, we go away. Every year. To the finest hotels. All expenses paid. With you and your family. Not by yourself. This is what it looks like.
All of your wind has gone, and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun, where no one can see. You stand, don't let the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
enjoy these holidays. You can see me there on the boat. I'll be there at the end of the year. You're going to come and join me. That's the big question, isn't it? That's the big question. You've got 9 months, still plenty time. Plenty time. Most of our rank 9s will get there in less than a year. But if you go nice and slowly and plod along 3 plus 2, like we explained, you'll get there in 18 months. 18, 19 months will get you there. If you understand those time frames and you don't panic halfway along and go, oh, I'm never going to get there, and pull out, well, then you are going to get there. Eventually, you will join us there. Fastest to rank 9, 5 months. So 9 months is plenty time to get there. It now requires a committed shoulder to the wheel, pressing forward every single month. That's what you're going to have to do if you want to join us there. At rank 11, we give you another useful tool. It's your own car. It's not branded. You don't finance it through us. You don't rent it from us, and we don't give it to you and then take it away. Well, again, I've seen all of these versions in all the systems. No, in our system, it's your car. It's yours, and we want you to use it to build your freedom here at DuePoint. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I think you can see that we are very, very serious about what we are doing here at DuePoint. Very serious. We've committed a lot of time and money and energy to this process so that we can be part of the economic solution in South Africa. Nobody is coming to our rescue. Not at all. Don't believe it for a minute. No one's coming to the rescue. We have to save ourselves on the ground. And what are we asking for here at DuePoint? We're asking for your time and your energy. And if you do that, we will change everything about your future forever. Possibly generations will be changed by the effort that you put in with us here at DuePoint. If you've got questions and concerns, come and ask us. Ask the people who brought you. Ask the staff here. Get the answers. But don't walk out of here today without this tool. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see you all outside, and thanks for all of you who've watched us live today.